What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder, coming to you on this Finish Strong Friday. What do we do on Fridays? We finish strong. Just giving y'all a couple of my books. If you want to go to, you can go to the website, or you can go to the link tree, which is http://link linktr.ee/JNF Enterprises, and you can grab that. Those two books are part of my Building the 21st Century Company book series, so you can definitely go check those out. And they have to do with what we're talking about today. Y'all know what we've been dealing with all week. We've been dealing with the 8 principles of a MVP business. 8 principles of MVP business. And we've talked about God, we've talked about prayer, we've talked about faith, we've talked about family, we've talked about education, we've talked about sacrifice, we've talked about character, and then today we're going to talk about discipline. What is discipline? Discipline is, and I define discipline as doing the work when you don't necessarily feel like doing it. And we've talked about this. We've talked about what it means to be disciplined, and I'm also going to define discipline this way: focus. When you have focus plus consistency equals discipline. Focus plus discipline equals, focus plus consistency equals discipline. Focus plus consistency equals discipline. When you're focused and you're consistent, you develop the discipline. Discipline comes when you do the things that you need to do when you don't necessarily feel like doing them. On those days that you don't feel like working out, and you still summon up the energy to work out, that's discipline. Discipline kicks in then. When you know that there's a certain type of work that you have to do that you really don't want to do, that's discipline. That's what the discipline is. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday. I think it was yesterday, and we were talking. He was saying that there was a certain aspect of his business. Oh, this might have been Sunday. Monday. But they were talking about how there was a certain aspect of their business that they didn't like to do. Right? It just wasn't on his top list of things that he enjoyed doing with his business. Loved being an entrepreneur, loved being in business, but did not like this aspect of having to do business and stuff like that. But what he said was he does it anyway because he knows that it's a necessity in order for the business to be successful. Now he may use outside sources in order to be able to get things done, but when he has to do it, he will do it. That's what discipline is. Discipline is that having the focus, but also having the consistency to get things done when they need to be done. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about discipline. What discipline have you incorporated in yourself? What discipline have you incorporated in your business? Can you do things, or do you do things even when you know you dead tired? You dead tired, but you like, I gotta get this done. I'm gonna get this done. You summon up the will to get done. And I'm gonna give you all a basketball analogy. And I know I use a lot of athletic analogies, but I'm gonna use this one because it showed the will that he had, but it also showed the focus and the consistency that he had, which gives him the discipline to be able to do what he does. And this was Michael Jordan back in the I forgot which NBA finals it was, but they were playing the Utah Jazz, and the night before he had some kind of food poisoning. And the game was the next day, and he had I think they said he had like 104, 105 temperature. Could have easily said, you know what, coach, I don't have it. I can't do it today. I just need to stay in bed and get better. But here's what he did. This is the discipline that he had. This is the focus that he had. This is the consistency that he had in being who he was and who he is. He played the game. Not only did he play the game, and it wasn't like he was just on the court just to be on the court. I believe that game he dropped 40 or 42 points, if I'm not mistaken. I know it was over 30. Maybe I'm saying it was even over 35 points. But he willed himself that game. His discipline, all of the hours that he had practiced, all of the hours that he had put in to working and doing what he does, what Michael Jordan does, showed up that day. Because it wasn't about his skill, and it wasn't about, it was about his will, his focus, and how he had been consistent leading up to that day of being sick, where he could go out and do what Michael Jordan does, on his worst day. He had a game that most NBA players would kill for. He dropped 40. Sick. Dropped 40 with a fever of 104 temperature. And you can pull it up. You put in Michael Jordan fever game, or flu game. They said he had the flu game. But that was him saying, you know what? I know I have a job to do. I know what it is that I can do, what I need to do, what I want to do. And I'm going to go out here. I'm going to perform. I'm going to show my teammates that I am going to be there, that there are no excuses. That there are no excuses to getting things done. So when we, and that's what Finish Strong Friday is about. Finishing strong, and have the tie-in. Here are the things so that I can tie in to finish up this week, finish strong, and do and accomplish the things that I needed to accomplish today. That's what finish strong is about. That's what discipline is about. That's what this principle of discipline is. And how we must practice it each and every day. As an entrepreneur, as a manager, as a supervisor, as a line level employee, whatever your level, practicing discipline, doing something over and over and over again. Kobe Bryant talked about discipline in his book, Mastering Discipline. Have you mastered discipline? Are you set in your business so that the things that need to get done, that you may not feel like doing them, but you're going to get them done anyway? That phone call that you want to make, or don't necessarily want to make, you make it. That meeting that you that you don't want to go to, you roll up in there, and you make sure that you are doing those things. When your partner needs you to do something, your business partner needs you to do something, or even if you want to take it to the personal side, your spouse needs you to do something, and you handle it. You do it because you have the focus, you have the consistency. That gives you discipline. That takes you into that realm of discipline, that mastery of discipline. Discipline, mastery of discipline. Those are the things that we do, y'all. That's what we do in order to be able to be successful. Like I said, these principles, I want you to have them all year long. If you need to say them every single day, you do that. Like I said, you want to have them hanging around on your bathroom mirror. Have them on if you need to put them on your TV so that you can see them and remind you. If you need to have them on your door, put them on your bedroom door. If you need to have them on your refrigerator door, have them on your refrigerator so that you can see them. In your office, if you want to have them on your computer, have them on your computer in your office. That way they are constant reminders to you. God, prayer, faith, family, education, sacrifice, and discipline. I think I'm missing one. Yes, I said sacrifice. I said sacrifice. I'm sorry, character. Ooh, how I forget that character, character and discipline. We talked about character yesterday. Having the discipline of a certain type of characteristics. Having the discipline of talking with God, walking with God, having the discipline of faith, having the discipline of prayer, having the discipline of being there for your family, having the discipline of education, learning, having the discipline of understanding sacrifice. The discipline of sacrifice, understanding that there are going to be some things that I'm not going to be able to do just because my mission and what I'm trying to accomplish is bigger than having to have this certain thing or whatever. Or I know as a consequence of me wanting to achieve this goal, it's going to mean I have to sacrifice time with my family. I have to sacrifice, time with my friends. It means I have to sacrifice going on that, that vacation that I wanted to go. I may have to sacrifice not being able to get the car that I want. Sacrificing that I might not be able to get the house that I want right now or the shoes I want right now. All of those things. But that takes discipline. The discipline of all of these other principles. Practicing discipline. I want you to do that. I want you to practice discipline all year, this year. Whatever that discipline is, discipline of exercise. You say you want to lose 15, 20 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds. That takes discipline. Coach Marcy will talk about that with her. She's a nutritionist. She's a trainer. But she will talk about, the eating habits that we have, getting to the weight that you want to get to. It takes discipline. Eating the right foods takes discipline. Knowing when to eat, not just eating the right foods, but when to eat, how to eat, what to eat. That takes discipline. All of it takes discipline. Are you practicing the principle of discipline? I want you to think about that this weekend. Think about how it is that you can, that you can either be more disciplined. We can all, I think, be a little more disciplined in what we do and what we want to do. So I want you to do that. Take a look at that today. Finish strong. Finish strong if you haven't already. I know I'm late today too, but I had to had another appointment that I had to do this morning, so I wasn't able to be on this morning. That's why I'm on now, because usually I'm on. Y'all know I'm usually on in the morning, but I had to do some things this morning, so I wasn't able to do it. But certainly wanted to be here today to talk about this last principle that we were going to be covering today, the principle of discipline, because I think it's very crucial. All of these principles are crucial. Like I said, in addition to the principles of Kwanzaa that I talked about too. I want y'all to have those 7 principles of Kwanzaa, these 8 principles of an MVP, and I want you to really hone in on them. And we're going to be talking about them all year long, because I want them to be a part of your psyche. I want them to be a part of what you think about. I want them to be so ingrained in you that they become a part of your lifestyle. These principles will become a part of it. That's how much I want them to be with you. I want them to be a part of your lifestyle, where they're just second nature to you. Discipline is second nature to you. All of it, I want you to make sure that these things that we're talking about, they become a part of your lifestyle. They become a part of who you are, your characteristics, your character. So, I want y'all to think about that. Have a great weekend. I want you to enjoy the weekend. Do something fun. Do something fun this weekend. Even if it's watching the football games this weekend. And do something that you want to and that you enjoy doing. It could be going to get going and get some ice cream. It could be going to your favorite restaurant or cooking your favorite food. Whatever it is, do something fun. I want you to do something fun this weekend. Promise me you'll do something fun for you this weekend. That'll be a part of your self-care. Because I have a couple of my business associates. They always do self-care Saturday. They talk about self-care Saturday or self-care Sunday. But I want you to do that. Part of your self-care. Part of your discipline will be begin to think and do something for you. At least once a week, you do something for you. Do something fun for you that you enjoy doing. Has nothing to do with anybody else. It has to do with you. I like doing this. I enjoy doing this. So I get to do it. You're one day to be able to do that. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. I want y'all to, y'all know my mission, my purpose is to make you better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year. And that's what we're doing by instilling these principles, these 8 principles, in our business and in our personal lives, in our brands and in our personal lives. So we'll talk to y'all on Monday. Have a great weekend. We'll see y'all soon.